Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of players nickname themselves. A lot of players nicknames because the media traveled with the team and did the home and away games. So a lot of times, if I watch like an NBA TV game, the feed is from the local announcers. So like that's how I got CMB from Toronto, from the Raptors. I never knew he had a nickname, but the local announcers nicknamed him CMB. And so I think today, because everybody's free agents as in the media, they don't get to grow up with the player. You know, the guys do ESPN, the guys do CBS, and guys do Fox, and guys do Big Ten Network, and guys do CBS, ABC. They don't get a chance to study and grow up with the player, right, and learn about their nickname. So that's not how it used to be. So when I played, you know, the same announcer did the same team games, right?
No, it's fascinating. And so you're in Las Vegas right now, where NBA Summer League is
NBA
going
Summer
on.
League, yes.
Just there, so I missed you. But when you played, Summer League did not exist. Are you happy that it didn't exist, or it did? No?
So Summer League was fragmented because of the travel. The teams didn't have that amount of money to travel and spend. So you had different pockets of Summer League. So when I played for the Celtics, we played in upstate New York. And it was the Celtics, 76ers, Bullets, and Knicks. And we just all played each other. And then Orlando had one. And it was Orlando, Miami, Charlotte, and somebody else. And then the Texas teams had one. And then like the Utah one, that still goes, right? So it was fragmented. Then my last year playing, they started having it in LA, and teams were invited. So that was my first year playing against Kobe Bryant. So I played against him in his first NBA game, which was a Summer League game. And so that's how the Summer League started. So the last time I had been to Summer League was the time that I played in 1998. And I played against Kobe. Kobe has two nicknames, actually. His dad was named Jelly Bean Kobe, Jumpin' Joe Bryant, or Jelly Bean Giant. When Kobe first came into the league, he was not Mamba yet. So the older players used to call him Bean for being with the sun, being from the sun. So at first he was Bean for about 2 or 3 years until he started to become Kobe. And then he adopted the Mamba nickname, right? And then Kobe has nicknamed a lot of the female players. He nicknamed Taurasi. He called her the White Mamba. And then I think he nicknamed the one girl from Minnesota who played, or Rutgers, or Maryland, the Maroon Mamba. Yeah. So sometimes players nickname each other as well. Yeah.
I know you've been asked about this a lot, but you brought it up. Do you remember anything about taking on Kobe in that Summer League game?
Yes. So interestingly, I was on a tour with Adidas 2 weeks before. Adidas would bring over players, and we do promotional camps, and they were doing camps and street ball and different things overseas. And I worked a camp with Joe Bryant, Kobe's dad. And all week long, he would talk about how good Kobe was going to be. And it just got to be relentless every night, after camp, about how mature he was and how focused he was and how serious he was. And you're just saying, like, okay, the kid's 17 years old, right? He did not play against NBA players. And so fast forward about 2 weeks, I go home, we practice with the Bucks. We're going out to Summer League, first game against the Lakers. And Joe said, hey, I'm going to tell my son that, I hung out with you and all this, and you were cool and you're really good. And I'll tell my son to come up and talk to him. So we're starting to warm up. And so I'm like, and everybody's like, oh, who knows Kobe? Who knows Kobe on the team? I said, hey, I know Kobe because his dad, but I don't know him, but his dad told him that about me. So I would see him like in the warm-up line, and he kind of gave me like, and everybody, all my teammates are looking like, oh man, Kobe. So usually, in the warm-up lines, people, they come and they shake hands and they hug. So I was timing my warm-up So when he got to half court for layup line, we'd see each other. And so I'm thinking we're going to hug and dap up. And he just stands right in front of me and stares at me and just was like, and went back. And I was like, this dude is focused. Like, this dude is laser focused. He's about his business. He's not here for the fun and games and to meet people. And, you know, I'm thinking it's going to be like, hey, Acie Earl, how you doing? You were at my dad's show. And you're a good guy. And my dad says hello. And he was just like, and I was like, okay. I was like, okay, like, and that was the Kobe we got to know, right? He's all about the business, right? He's not about friends and good times, and you know, he's about his business.
Well, when we talk about business, you were part of Toronto Raptors expansion draft class. I don't know if you were part of this, you know, trying to.
Elaine probably did that, but yeah,
I don't know what she hasn't done. She's awesome.
Exactly. Elaine's the MVP of the Raptors. Yeah, but we gave a lot of tickets away. The fan base had not really understood basketball. Fortunately, a year, I think, or two before the World Games were there and Dream Team 2 had played. So they were learning about basketball. But it was funny. I mean, people still talk about those games where they were cheering during our free throws. They didn't know how to be quiet, right? And they didn't know how to cheer for us and not against the other team. So it was a real weird setting early on in those first years and first games because they didn't know how to cheer at a basketball game, like when you're supposed to make noise and when you weren't.
Yeah, we're seeing that a little bit with the Toronto Temple right now because there's a lot of new basketball fans watching that. And then they're told to be quiet during free throws. You could hear a pin drop. And I remember some of the players, like Brittany Slim Sykes, she's like, I've never been in an arena that quiet. You don't actually have to be quiet.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a thing that we went through and the Toronto Temple's going through. So it's fun to see them play and it's fun to see them do well.
But you also played overseas, having a fantastic career there. I'm just wondering, is there anything that happened when you were playing overseas, like pro ball, that wouldn't fly in the NBA or vice versa?
Oh, yeah. I mean, one time in Turkey, a fan came out so I used to bring over sometimes camp shirts from my camp that I would give away to kids and stuff. I remember I gave a camp, like an Acie Earl fan club shirt to a guy one time at our practice facility. This guy kept it. And we played in the playoffs about a month later. And this referee called 3 bad calls on me, gave me 3 fouls in the first half, and I had to sit out. And this guy came out of the stands in my shirt and hit the referee. So everybody was looking at first, right? Like, oh, wow, this is wild dude. And then I look back and he's got an Acie Earl fan club shirt. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And they escorted him out. And then interestingly enough, they let him come back for the second half. And I remember the GM and the coach was like, how did he get an Acie Earl shirt? And I was just like, you know, hopefully they weren't thinking that I paid this guy to do it, right? So yeah. And the guy ended up coming back. They let him come back in the game as a spectator.
That was a fantastic story. Just part of the many stories you've been sharing over the years that we're very grateful for. I want everyone to go pick up the book right now. Just what is the easiest way for people to get it?
Amazon, my best friend, Amazon. So all my books are on Amazon. So yeah, you can always type in my name, Acie Earl, and Acie Earl Books on your search bar. So you'll see this book and tons of other books that I write for parents and kids and all kind of different genres. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for your time today. What I'm saying right now is that I'm happy that you released this book, but I'm already excited for version 2.
Oh, version 2 is going to probably kill me when I go back home. And if I don't put all these guys in, they're going to kill me the next year. So I will be working diligently in the next year trying to finish the volume 2.
All right, Acie, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time today.
Okay, thank you.